The third reason I think we need better journalism is to offset the noise and the nonsense in our information system. When cable came along, we were all pretty enthusiastic about it. 24-hour news, this idea that you could get news around the clock. The internet comes along, and we're enormously enthusiastic about that. The barriers to entry had been lowered in terms of getting voices into the information system. But these haven't turned out quite the way that we thought they would. Cable is largely talk shows, and the influence of cable is primarily in that particular area. And on the internet, what seems to work politically is outrage, that most of the blogs that can attract, get traffic are those that kind of traffic left or traffic right. And I think the best evidence that we have that this new information system isn't quite working the way we wanted to. It may, in fact, be working against what we're trying to do in terms of informing the public, is that the rising levels of misinformation in the public are rising pretty substantially. Before the Iraq invasion, when half the American public thought that Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden were allied against the United States in the war on terrorism. Or currently on global warming, there was a poll about 2 months ago where almost half of Americans either say that global warming isn't happening, or if it is happening, it's due to natural causes rather than to human activity. And it's very difficult, I think, to have meaningful public debate, public discussion, if you can't even get agreement on the facts. And increasingly, what we find in the American public is confusion and misinformation around the facts. And we need a type of journalism, in my view, that can anchor public opinion, that can serve as a trustworthy and reliable source of relevant information about public affairs. But increasingly, we don't get it. We get a lot of infotainment, which Joanne made reference to. And infotainment is not innocent in the sense of having no effect on the public. For people who live in a community that they have a television affiliate that really pumps up crime, where they start the news show with one crime story and it's followed by another crime story and so on. The viewers of those channels have an exaggerated sense of crime in their community. So these things are not simply kind of nice things in terms of affecting the marketplace and attracting viewers and the like, but they do in fact shape part of what we think is going on out there in the world.